It's a different energy, right?
I can see your voice
I can see your voice. Yeah.
years and years ago. And it's weird because I was telling him, you know, how my daughter listened and I listened, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. And I was kept reading and I clicked on it. I was like, I remember this. I remember this. I was like, I was watching it, and I was an avid watcher. Because I like Kim Jong. Dude is just funny. He's funny.
Yeah, Ken Jeong is amazing.
Yeah. So I was watching, and I was like, no, she can sing. She can sing.
Oh,
And
you got it. You got it.
Yeah, they were like, nah, you know, yoga. And she talked about her voice, and she talked about her soothe, and it calms her down. I'm like, yeah, that's what yoga does. And so
I
know. I'm like, yo, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I know.
So
Nicole, I love Nicole. She's amazing, but like she ruined that for me. I was talking to the contestant after, and the contestant was like, "Oh, I totally thought it was you. Like, I totally thought you could sing. I was absolutely going to pick you." And I was like, "Amazing." But then she was like, as soon as Nicole said, "Oh, a singer would never say that yoga helps with their breathing for their singing," she was like, "Oh, I figured like Nicole's the expert, so I listened to her." But really, you know, that line, first of all, that line was scripted to me by the producers. But at the same time, like I've had singing teachers tell me that yoga is good for your breathing, which is good for singing, and it's also good for relaxing your body and all that stuff. So I was like, Nicole, what are you doing?
Firefly, let me ask you a question. That's Nicole from 3LW.
Nicole from Pussycat Dolls.
Pussycat Dolls. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
From Pussycat Dolls. Or something like that.
Scherzinger, yeah. She's epic, and she's got an amazing voice. And the thing was, like, if whoever won the episode was going to get to do a duet with her, and I was like, oh my, and it was Black Velvet, and I was like, oh my God, we would kill that.
I knew and like, so I was like, she's gonna be the one. She's gonna be the one. And
it kept, I'm glad you thought so.
Dude was like, nah, she can sing.
D-Ray Davis, yeah.
I'm like,
D-Ray Davis was he had the guys believed me. It was the girls that were unsure.
But it was funny because the lady who was she was like, yeah, she can't sing. And I look at your face and you're like, yeah, right.
So
you couldn't hide that.
No, we were not supposed to make any facial expressions.
Yeah, you were like, yeah, right. You don't know what you're talking about. And then she started singing, and the girl was like, "Oh God!"
Yeah. It was funny because we were not supposed to make any facial expressions. They had told us, but I was so like, I don't know. It just hurt me in that moment, and I couldn't hide it. Like sometimes I just can't hide my face. So
your face was
that's
like,
so funny.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? I can sing.
That was me trying to be as neutral as possible.
Go ahead, Ernest. I had to get that in. It was just
yeah, that was funny.
I know you say you looked up to people like Michael Jackson, Shakira. I'm looking at your bio, Sierra.
Yeah.
You know, a lot. Who in the game right now do you think that's killing it you would like to work with?
Oh, there's so many people. Oh gosh, okay. There's a girl named Anissa who is like crossover, like Arabic pop English. Like I love her sound. I love her style. I would love to collaborate with her. There's another girl named Naika. She's another like world pop kind of artist that's coming up major. She's amazing. I would love to collaborate with her at some point if that ever comes up. You know, obviously somebody like Kendrick is killing it, you know, and I love what he stands for and all the soul that he brings into music. And then I haven't heard too much from him lately, but you remember Giveon? Like his R&B artist, and his tone is so unique. I loved it so much. So out of like the newer artists, that's kind of who I've been gravitating towards. There's more that I'm probably not thinking of. There's a guy that does like Carnatic vocals, and I want to say Rishi Kumar or something like that. His I forget his name exactly. I'm sorry, but oh my God, he's insane. Like there's just so many insanely talented people right now. I would love to collaborate.
All right. Hey Craig, before you go to y'all, I'm gonna ask you one more thing real quick.
Go ahead.
You mentioned Kendrick. You from Canada. You live in LA right now.
Hey, I heard it. I kind of backed up, man. You saw his face. You know, I got the facial thing, like you said.
It's funny because Larry asked me this too, and it totally caught me off guard. And I was like, "Don't ask me this. I know what you're about to ask." And you know what?
Kendrick was good.
I think they both deserve respect for their contributions to the industry. Like you can't deny that Drake has been a huge musical force coming out of Canada. He's
Mhm.
been instrumental in putting Canada on the map, and he's extremely talented. Um, you know, and he even in his acting before, like he's always repped Canada in a way that I really appreciate. And you know, also being Canadian, like we need people to do that, right? So we don't get engulfed by America. But so mad respect to Drake. But from a mission alignment perspective of like why we do music and like what, you know, the message behind it and the energy behind it, like I really gravitate towards Kendrick ever since I first saw him on stage and just saw like the kind of shows he would produce and put together and the passion that he had behind it. I really gravitated towards that. I'm a very like mission oriented creative.
Gotcha.
So for me, like that's why I really align with Kendrick. But Drake deserves his props. And honestly, like this beefing, like I'm all about love and unity and
Yeah.
togetherness. So like
Yeah.
Yeah.
the beefing to me is like unless they're doing it intentionally for the PR, and they're both benefiting from it, okay, cool. But other than that, I just want everybody to get along.
Yeah, just don't take it too far. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, like have your fun and challenge each other, you know? Like I think that's cool and that's been such a huge part of hip hop, right? But yeah, like taking it too far is just not, I don't know. To me,
What would that look like if they had a on stage together? I mean, what would that look at?
It's
they're
coming.
so they're so different, right? Like Drake is very to me at least, and I'm not like an expert in either one of their catalogs, but
Mhm.
to me, like what I've seen of Drake is it's very pop. It's very you know, like the lover boy kind of thing and he
Right,
does his thing and he has his style whereas Kendrick is soul, you know? Kendrick is soul. Kendrick has a message. Kendrick's trying to like make a statement.
right,
So I don't really see them on stage together, like in terms of it being like a cohesive match.
right.
Um, but like I said, I think they both, you know, they do their thing and they deserve their respect in their own rights for what they bring to the table. Not everybody has to fit a mold as an artist,
Right,
right? So
exactly.
yeah, I respect them both.